Fundisho merionka Uganda tusigezemo omumpaka zompira bompira deka tugende direct omukichweka chokubanza otarga TV yawe.
Shadows down. Mega Bukedea comprehensive determination shines brighter than ever. With plays and spirits unbroken, they prepare to face the formidable Butere boys in the boys semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first semi-final of the Feassa game. On Kenya's Butere boys. Both sides, but from this for the first time in the history of this championship. Bukedea Comprehensive appearing at this stage for the second. And of course they made the Feassa games. That was way back in 2024. Last year they hosted this championship. So this it was the semi-final. Already boys, a good cross. Goalkeeper says, referee says it's a free kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. The boys. A very good pass, but of course taken away by Bukedea Comprehensive. Jonas Simo in the midfield trying to take on 1 or 2. Brought down, referee says play on. Butere boys still. Chibengo with a cheeky pass to fight, but of course good defense. The goal clears that one. It will be a throw in. Throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. So going through the lineup of Butere boys: Josmeka Duncan in defense, Isaac Ferdinand, and of course Felix Ocheng, Wafula Trevor, and Ingwe Boniface, and Derek Kamau in the midfield, while Dennis Chikule, Dennis Chikwaye, and Jafred Bukaya will be up front to look for the goals. Bukedea Comprehensive is Uganda's only hope remaining in this championship, and of course they aim at nothing short than gold, having failed to make it last season. That is 2024, when they hosted and they finished 4th at the home soil. In the semi-final, they lost to Amus 1-0, and of course a dramatic game that was held at Mbale Municipal Stadium. 0-0 it is.
Crossing a kurunjo mpira Bukedea Comprehensive bariombo parebwa red na esat za yellow na sleeves za black. Then Butere high school baine pare za red nabo na is that pink?
It's also red. Yeah, it's a red with white sleeves. Acrobatically he clears that one.
Now Butere High School bayomba jiza kuteka hembera still 0-0 turi mu kiwaka cyo kubaza cyo muzadogu Bukedea but fedinga kurunje just 12. That is Asima John passing kurunje mutwe be free
kick for Bukedea Comprehensive.
Just 15.
Down is Simon Wanyama. And of course, the medical team is called upon to rescue the situation. But of course, another Butere boys player is also down. And that is the captain. Going through the lineup for Bukedea Comprehensive. Zuku Mutakwari starts in goal. Mubiru Emmanuel in defense. Jonas Simwe. Shot number 12, Godfrey Sechivengo. Shot number 10, and of course the captain, Sengendo Dens. Simon Wanyama, Jovan Sempasa, Chiruza Glory, Anthony Katangararo Fine starts in goal. That was an error in the first lineup produced by the club. Anthony Katangararo starts in goal, while Zuku Mutawakari is a player. Businge Amis and Senkusu Patrick have started for Bukedea Comprehensive, while Pasco Luaga Charles, Chol John, Halid Asega, Chigenyi Joel, Edgar Senoga, Kavuma Ashraf, and of course Thomas Ezra Chaine are on the bench and will be called upon to rescue the situation for Bukedea Comprehensive if all goes well. 0-0.
Kipa wa Butere ari hansi Daniel Masakawe yazi bariomba jiza kumuhereza objajabe na kurabiro mu lineup ya Butere High School gorobine Daniel Masakawe, Silas Juma, Jose Meka Duncan, Ferdinand Isaac, Felix Ocheng, Wafula Trevor, Igwe Boniface, Kamau Derek, Jazz 11 is Dennis Shikakure, Justin Dennis Chikware, Jazz 9 Jaffred Bukania. Then a substitution, ninga substitutes bine Michael Kisha, Corin Zurvishia, Anthony Wambua, Ere Openda, Chudue Doyaka, Bradley Risanda, Nelson Mandera, Chris Mboto, Frederick Onyonge. Coach wabo ni Sharo Moses kuja chimwe Bukedea High School. Sorry, Butere.
Still 0-0, goalkeeper down, and of course play is halted. Referee trying to check on him and see if he will be able to continue. But of course he has an advantage of 5 minutes as he receives treatment before another decision is taken. Hope he'll be okay to continue for this one. As the starter, first choice goalkeeper, you might think he has a lot to do with this do-or-die game. Good start for Bukedea Comprehensive in this championship. One of those sides that are still unbeaten in their group stages, in the group stage games played. That was from 14th when this championship officially started here in Kenya. We'll be coming to an end tomorrow. But of course,
wakureba statistics eziyonzirga ninga shureza seziyonzirga mizanemwe St Mary's Kitende yabasa kusinga ekikopo cha netball bari kusinga Bodo SS kurjara kimomo Uganda final abanya-Uganda bajefuga twareba Kitende kusinga na obugoba anana mukaga 30 kubasa kwetwara ekikopo cha Feassa ahaba netball kandi yo sentunuwa yatwarogwa akashatu bwa nyuma yo kusinga Butere Girls 62-53.
And of course that's a good consolation for St. Mary's Kitende, having failed to make it out of the group stages of the Boys Football Championship. But of course it has been a dominant side when it comes to netball. Looking at the national championship that was held in Tororo, again St. Mary's Kitende managed to win that title. And of course Budo SS has been his superior, another competitor of his. But of course in the end they have managed to outmatch them. Looking at these sides, they have been meeting at different levels. Take a look at the Wakiso district games. Budo SS again met St. Mary's Kitende. St. Mary's Kitende only winning by 1 point in the end. And here they are now. again winning the East African Championship. And of course, that's a plus for Team Uganda as we secure gold, silver, and bronze in netball. A championship that has not seemed quite easy for Ugandan teams this side, but of course this was expected, with Kenya having been a potential challenger of Uganda when it comes to Feassa games every year. You did expect a lot of competition when it comes to this championship, where they had the home advantage. Butere boys looking for that opener, but of course they have a throw in here. Fans coming in big numbers to fill Bukungu Stadium to make sure that their sides at least win something at this year's championship. Looking at the boys football, we have 3 teams from Kenya: Butere Boys, St. Joseph Chitale, and of course Musingu High School. Last year, Musingu High School was the third after beating this same side Bukedea Comprehensive in the third place playoff, having lost to St. Mary's Chitende earlier on in the semi-finals. This time, they have managed to do a revenge to Ugandan teams. Last year it was 3 for Uganda, 1 for Kenya, and this year it is the reverse. 3 for Kenya, 1 for Uganda. Bukedea Comprehensive has a big test, and of course have something big to prove if they can go past these 3 big sides of Kenyan schools football. 0-0.
Shirya muchweka chokubanza chomuzaano ogu Bukedea Comprehensive badefendinga kurungi batlaina na jagunesha kubera kona sade ya Butere. Corner kick. Still 0-0. And kakona ngufum box Bukedea Comprehensive badefendinga kurungi mpira gura here once again.
0-0. Still a low start for both sides, but of course I've managed to see 1 or 2 serious attacks. Butere boys missing that golden opportunity in the early minutes to make it 1-0. Bukedea Comprehensive defense still standing tall, but of course a lot to play for in this game, and see who makes it to the final and awaits St. Joseph's Chitale and Musingu High School in the second semi-final that will be played at 3 p.m. at this same stadium. Jaffred Bukai, shot number 9, still looking good for Butere boys, and of course a big threat to Bukedea Comprehensive if the defense has got a lot of job to do with this sharp striker donning in Jazz 7, Jaffred Bukai. With his height and of course the skill and the confidence in him, you think he causes a lot of threat to Bukedea Comprehensive.
Bukedea baremba jizo kuteka hembera, but Butere bine obahagize already baryomuka ebishayi chijurire chuma bahagize ba Kenya mbarani bera barabamu. Uganda's Bukedea Comprehensive area were vulnerable. Konka omupira, you can't count that. Anything can happen. Echebakubara nokshaza rain. Aturebe Bukedea Comprehensive bamba basakujira echeba yegasara korgo omupira ogu. Konka guchugumire buri omatinire mugenzi we. That's why all the time gwemerire.
Indeed, Bukedea Comprehensive has got a lot of job to do with this home fan base. And of course, talking about home advantage, looking at the championship that is taking place in these 3 countries, you may think all home teams deserve to win their games. But of course, Butere, they have all the support, and with their strong squad, and of course the performance they have shown in the group stages, you think it's also a good side, and of course they match the same energy for Bukedea Comprehensive. Now Butere boys trying to launch that attack, looking for Bukedea. But of course, the ball is cleared away back to the defense. Wafula Trevor looking good, looking for Silas Juma. Good cross. Now Bukedea with the ball, but it will be out for a goal kick. Goal kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. They have a lot of experienced players in that team. Godfrey Sechibengo playing it for Uganda Revenue Authority in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. Jonas Simwe started playing for Express FC. They bring that experience in this young squad. But of course, Simon Wanyama, one of those fresh talents you may think. He's one of the threats for Butere, a sharp striker known former at St. Julian High School when they winning their national championship in 2024. And of course, after then switched to Bukedea Comprehensive. He has also had a good championship, has already busted some nets in this championship.
There's a free kick aside there, Butere.
Yeah, indeed, a free kick in a very dangerous position. You might think Butere Girls defense has, Bukedea Comprehensive defense has got a lot of job to do with the hate of Butere boys.
Katurebe bamba basa kujira icheba yegasara kuriga on free kick edge. Just number 10 their captain. Butere. Crossing
goes for a good goes for a short direct, but easy to handle by the goalkeeper Anthony Katangalalo. Wanted to confuse the goalkeeper, and of course it had worked out, but it was too easy for him since the ball didn't have that big energy. Now Bukedea Comprehensive in the midfield, trying to put one or two passes together. Bukedea now, a through pass, keeper out, Katangalalo Anthony. He will question his defense for that. The danger man, Jaffred Bukedea, had set up a very good pass for Dennis Chikuye. And of course, Anthony Katangalalo came to the rescue for Bukedea Comprehensive. Now Jonas Simwe trying to go for a one-time pass, still finds the ball. Bukedea Comprehensive now. Good pass crossed in, but easy for the goalkeeper, Daniel Masakiwe. And referee says that ball had already crossed the line, and it will be a goal kick for Bukedea Comprehensive.
0-0 tuliomu chweka chokubanza chamuzano gojuke tuliomu mpaka za Feassa abw'amashomero ga senior sebekanise kuno muri Kakamega County mu yangeri ya Kenya. 0-0 Butere majiza kurumba kurunji defender just number 4 side ya Bukedea Comprehensive na defending kurunji.
Referee says offside. Simon Wanyama was in an offside position, and it will be a free kick for Butere boys.
Butere barembajiza kutaho mutindo murinji bantu batu Bukedea badefending kurunji. Zero.
Bukedea Comprehensive still sitting behind, and of course maybe they might wait to use that counter-attack system to make sure at least they get a goal in this first half. But as we talk, Butere boys seem to be a better side so far. Throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. Godfrey Sechibengo, the captain, plays for URAFC in the Uganda Premier League. Good chance. Ball crossed in, but deflected out for a corner kick. Corner kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Their first corner kick of the game. Started well. A cross is brought in, cleared away by the defender, who is in to take the rebound. Ball collected by Butere boys. Now Bukedea Jaffred trying to take on his marker, but Bukedea Comprehensive regains that ball.
Passing kurunji Bukedea Comprehensive. Think position wise Bukedea Comprehensive erione garkom game baba tandikire baria pressure bagize ba Kenya, but now they're really back in the game. They're passing kurunji now.
Talking about being back of the game, they have an attack here. What can they do? Godfrey Sechiwengo sets up the ball, but it's deflected, and referee says it will be a goal kick. And the referee calls the first assistant referee calls the center referee, and of course this might be a caution for Bukedea. Oh, an early yellow card dished out here for Bukedea Comprehensive.
I think the caution was Shomzan wa Bukedea Comprehensive nechi yagambira raina echamunyizya.
Senkusu Patrick goes to the referee's book, and of course the first yellow card to be dished out in this semi-final. It might have been that he had to throw a word to the first assistant referee after denying them what seemed to be a corner kick. Butere boys now with a chance, ball crossed in. Goalkeeper meets it very well. Anthony Kalangalalo. Bukedea Comprehensive now regaining position. You might think they're back in this game after a very low start where they had to sit behind and wait for whatever that comes out in their box to be cleared away. Butere boys back in the game now, trying to put one or two passes together, crossed in. Poorly delivered. Kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Nice interplay from Butere boys.
0-0.
Dennis Shikure and Dennis Chikwaye, the two Dennises combining to make a perfect play. But of course in the end, it's a goal kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Anthony Kalangalalo, Simon Wanyama heads that ball to find Senkusu Patrick, trying to find who? Bukedea Comprehensive now with the ball. Godfrey Sechiwengo known for that long shot, but of course he doesn't go for it. The ball is taken away by Butere boys. The ball is now regained by Bukedea Comprehensive, trying to put the dribbling past the defenders, but finally cleared away. Butere boys with the ball, well controlled by Silas Juma, and the referee says it will be
a free kick.
He has stopped play.
It has to be
player down for Butere boys.
To be fair play.
Yeah. What a start for this game. Of course, Bukedea Comprehensive starting on a low note, but of course they have gained.
It is drizzling here in Bukungu International Stadium.
Yeah, the weather has changed, and of course it has been somehow fair for these two sides, but of course signs of heavy rains in Kakamega. This is a game no one could wish to miss. Still 0-0. And of course, play will resume. The second semi-final will be against Musingu. High School, and of course St. Joseph's Chitale. All strong sides reaching to the semi-finals.
Goal kick aside there Butere.
To be a throw-in rather.
Throw-in.
Butere boys, good play from Silas Juma, putting up a very long cross to find the captain. Dennis Shikule, a long cross delivered in. Goalkeeper has on the Kalangalalo with a very good save, but it's not yet done. Butere boys still with the ball. Taken away by Bukedea Comprehensive now. Regained by Butere boys, still in the midfield, trying to combine one or two passes. Dennis Chikwaye. Ball regained by Bukedea Comprehensive. Trying to pass it in the midfield. Godfrey Sechibengo. It will be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. And I think they will be going for a long throw. Long cross delivered in. And of course, Butere boys clears that ball away. Poorly controlled, taken up by the opponent. Now Butere boys with a very good chance, but of course less in numbers, and that ball is out for a throw in for Butere boys. It will rather be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. Butere trying to be a team of moments. And of course, since Bukedea Comprehensive gained rhythm in this game, they have also tried to use the counter-attack tactic to make sure they get something out of this game. Godfrey Sechibengo leaving his marker down, trying to find his left back. Ball crossed in the midfield. Simon Wanyama heads it to find who? Not Senko Supadrik this time, but to be the goalkeeper, Daniel Masakiwe of Butere boys. Raining heavily here. But of course, that won't stop the beautiful game of football to continue.
Still 0-0 turiyo mu kibuga ky'okubaza ky'omuzaano Bukedea Comprehensive yataruliza tubakwija kwikiriza kutinitsiribwa abahagizi ba Kenya bakuzaana omupiira ogubinde kuza until the end of the 90 minutes.
Bukedea Comprehensive's journey started with a 2-1 win against St. Mary's Chitende, the record holders of this championship. Once again, 14 times clinching that title. These are flowers, but of course the past two editions have not gone on well for the outside. Last year in Uganda they lost on fire against Moose College, and of course this time they couldn't. They last won the title in 2023 in Huye, Rwanda, beating Moose College. Now a 1-1 draw. By that time, Rogers Torach, Uganda's captain, the man leading the Cranes to their first ever Chan knockout qualification, was still at St. Mary's Chitenda, and I remember him taking one of the decisive penalties for the team to win the title. But of course, in that edition, they had Jack Komakecha as their goalkeeper. They had players like Nseko. They had players like Enoch. In that midfield, they had Walusimbe Abubakari. All players, most of those are now in the Uganda Premier League. And of course, earlier Rogers Torach is the on-field captain for Uganda in the Chan Championship taking place in these three countries, Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania. A true definition of that has also raised legends. But of course, Moose College that year, they also had Alan Oirworth. They also had Toto Majub as their captain. But of course, those two are now in USA. One playing in the Major League Soccer. That is Alan. And of course, Majub still playing in MLS. That is, I think, League 2. A true definition of a championship that creates and promotes the future stars of football in Uganda and East Africa. Here we are to witness others that in 1 or 2 years they will be on their national teams, maybe Kenya or Uganda or any other country, or to find them at the big stage. Anthony Kalangalalo comes out to pick the ball, but he seems not to be fine. But he starts it. He will be very able to continue. Bukedea Comprehensive trying to use their wings, but of course the wing backs of Butere boys, that is Josmeka Duncan and Wafula Trevor, still solid behind. And of course both sides still looking very well when it comes to discipline in defending their goals. Wanyama Simon, ball controlled poorly, taken away by Butere boys. And of course it will be a throw in for Butere boys, commonly known for their girls side. One of the big sides when it comes to Feassa girls football. One of the big side when it comes to Feassa girls football, but of course this time they couldn't make it to the semi-finals. It was 3 teams from Uganda and 1 from Kenya. Butere girls, very bad season. Last year managed to play the final against St. Noah of Uganda. St. Noah girls are back on the final and they will take on Kawempe Muslim tomorrow. Kawempe Muslims last won the Feassa games in 2023 in Huye. By that time they still had players like Samarina Kachwa. They had players like Shakira Nyinagahirwa in the midfield. And of course currently they are playing in the FUFA Women's Super League. One of the big sides. And of course St. Noah coming into tomorrow's game. They are the defending champions of this championship. A side that has also promoted talent. And of course, talking about women football in Uganda, and you don't talk about St. Noah House, it's not a statement. They have also been promoted to FUFA Women's Super League. Their team will be playing against other teams in the top tier league of women football in Uganda. 0-0 here at Bukungu Stadium. Referee awards free kick. Referee awards the free kick. For Butere boys. Of course, the ground is now slippery. And a slight mistake, that ball can be found in the back of the net. Anthony Kalangalalo, just from telling you how the ground and the ball is not too safe when it comes to this weather. Anthony Kalangalalo misses that. A ball that seemed very easy, but has ended into a corner kick for Butere boys. They started it. A big chance for them. Trying to take on his markers, but Bukedea Comprehensive manages to go for a long shot. Back to the goalkeeper, Daniel Masakiwe. Butere boys looking very sharp in front here. They have a chance, but the ball is regained by Bukedea Comprehensive. At this stage, the ball runs at a very high speed.
0-0 turi mu kiweka cyo kubanza cy'omuzano Bukedea comprehensive yongegeza gukora buri kimwe cyone cyo kubasika kureba ngo yagira umutindo guyataho umupira ogwo juke Bukedea comprehensive ngo kutwatwagambe it's only Ugandan school baze kubane sigara mu pakezi zindi zibaze kubanza ba eliminated now it's Butere just number 5 babasa kubamba defending akurunje Butere once again asinga kurunja mpira box pagurya hero a goal kick side ya Bukedea comprehensive Butere high school reza kuteka hembera Bukedea nejeto no way tene chimukuza kubana umfuna nite tuchikirira abanya Uganda bo na so we have to keep that flag so high 0-0 Krosiga kuroje bitwe zo kutabera babo high school 1-2 their captain just 16 ajiza kupasiga kuroje now it's Butere on the counter attack bale bajiza kurumba Butere on the counter attack Bukedea comprehensive no betasa kurunji it will be a corner kick side ya Butere high school think Wycliffe Butere bayamba jiza kuteka hembera Bukedea comprehensive bachere kurunji because wareba muzano umupira Butere gweriyo neza na kurangwe chine 0 teka baze kuba neteba nchikwereka how Bukedea is good at the defense.
Yeah, Bukedea comprehensive has been solid when it comes to looking at this year's championship. Looking at the unbeaten run in this championship so far, looking at the only 2 goals they have conceded so far, you think the defense has done a very good job. A good chance, but the ball goes over the bar. What a mess the defense has made. Failed to clear that ball away. And of course, they left the opponent unmarked. He had a chance to head that ball into the back of the net. But unfortunately, it goes over the bar. And of course, that will be a fortunate chance for Bukedea comprehensive to stay in this game. 0-0 and 2 be a throw in for Bukedea comprehensive. Praising about their defense, they had made a very clumsy mistake in that backline to allow the opponent to head the ball unmarked. But Silas Juma, right back for Butere boys, currently one of the best players on the pitch. Swinging in those risky crosses and of course his dribbling skills. But of course Bukedea comprehensive here has a chance to make an attack. Ball on their right wing, trying to find that space and deliver in a very good cross. But of course back in the midfield, Butere boys trying to chase them down. Player brought down, referee says it will be a free kick for Bukedea comprehensive.
In a free kick area around like 23. Warga
Godfrey Sechibengo standing in it.
Akya yadi 18 Turebe their captain yana sa kujirechi ya tunjira Bukedea comprehensive in this halftime game.
Still 0-0. Few chances created by both sides. Bukedea comprehensive looking for their first ever Feassa title. Good ball, but of course eventually turns to be poor and goes out for a goal kick. Bukedea comprehensive winning the Feassa title will be a very big record they have written. They have never won national trophy, and coming out to be the East African champions will be a big statement to the future of this school. And of course, it's one of the rising giants when it comes to Uganda's footballing schools. We have seen St. Mary's Chitende dominating centuries, but with the rise of Bukedea Comprehensive, Amos College, St. Mary's Chitenda has got a very big opponent in them. Surprising that the national champion of Uganda, Budo SS, and of course the bronze medalist of the Anoka Games, that is the Africa Olympic Games that were held in Algeria, Budo SS is not here already, packed after that early group stage exit. Referee says it will be a free kick. He first ignored that one and let play to continue, but later on he made his mind and says it will be a free kick for Butere boys.
Two additional minutes indicated by the fourth official. And of course, if it goes like this, teams will have a chance of 15 minutes to regroup and of course come back for the final 30 minutes that promises to be nothing of spectacular. It's a decisive game. You either win or you leave. This is the first semi-final of the Feassa Games. The second one coming up at 3 p.m. Jonas Simwe, very good pass to find who the ball is taken away. Godfrey Sechibengo with another good pass. Looking for who? Jonas Simwe. Not found. Back with his defender. Playing now his left winger. Ball in the midfield, trying to utilize all spaces. Goes for a long shot. Simon Wanyama controls. But the ball goes over the bar. A good chance. He spaced himself very well. Controlled that ball. And of course the turn was magnificent. But of course the cross went over the bar. Another chance spared by Bukedea Comprehensive. It would have been a different story at this time. They have a throw in. They try to utilize this and make sure they go to the dressing room with at least an advantage. But referee says enough is enough for this first half. 0-0 it is. Bukedea Comprehensive 0. And of course Butere boys 0. A very big first half for the two sides. Chances created by both sides. But of course the back lines of the two teams still standing tall to make sure nothing says the line. A big 30 minutes comes up at after the 15 minutes of rest to see who qualifies and proceeds.
Icayi cy'ebyemizano nikikwicibwaho betpaka ikiriza twanjurire betpaka umunyamukago wawe nigenda mukutu gwa betpaka utandika kwangura mpaka
mukuruke yokwe muri Bukungu Stadium, of course muri Kenya Kakamega inshunga zino zitambara kurunje munonga and first half yabasakwa nehwa antureba ishomero ya Bukedea Comprehensive mbabara 0 na ishomero ya Butere boys nabo mbabara 0 okoko muri Kakamega become first half yahwa inshunga no zirebota.
Of course ishomero ya Butere boys high school binamana minje cyo kwancha byona bine that home advantage because tuanto gamba chayi Bukungu Stadium the national stadium no nefuteka yangeri ya Kenya in fact no ba the hosts tori okwe omuraka Kakamega mu yangeri ya Kenya cyo kwancha byona bine ho that home advantage but I expect kugira ngo maybe second half ishomero ya Bukedea Comprehensive koko bachikozirizo bya nyuma bazyo boxing Benjamin Mkapa Stadium gozi biro mu rubusha nebira abasigaza ba Jonas Simwe ba Simon Onyama abafite bagor zezo ibiri oba bene basinga Benjamin Mkapa. So second half we might see a challenge kuruga omba Bukedea Comprehensive chakwancha byona they know how to use those long balls on midfield inkokuwa no kireba those counter attacks ekyokubanza aba Butebe boys banyigira munonga omukurumba nebetaga goals maybe nkoko cyo kwihabagambira kugira tugende tusinge erishi ya Bukedea Comprehensive but ekintu kibasa kuhinduka cyo kwancha byona ba Bukedea turabete bakaceri yes no basa kuba passing umupira but finally babasa koresa other tactics kusinga erishomero cyo kwancha byona bine that advantage Bukedea bargamu inchibanchi mayisango ekikopo cyaza umukenya cyo kwancha byona twinemu amashomero agande busingu hamwe na St Joseph's nayo ni same final and issue so meaning that Bukedea bargamu untubatachine mu
jomero ko muri
Uganda Kenya Tanzania
tubatere tochi omuri omudashikezi makumyaneza first half first and foremost twarebaho Bukedea ero passinga munongo mpira guteka munonga hansi their attacking structure eriyo mu focal point ya striking line central forward tibine wings as the active now wale bangu no basa kupassinga mpira kugureta kandi ugorekera hanuya hagati tureba ho umusigaza gweta kaseke bengo nomwe umusigaza rinaje kwa na passinga passes nyingi hagati y'isha yaho and attacking line yabo niye active kusinga wings zabo enshongejo tujeneza kugira iki yaro yiridinga muheru
maybe akace kugamba ho ahari yecho no basa kurabya umpira o midfield cyo kwanza wing za field but o midfield Bukedea bine hoki
yes
umpira ogwa Bukedea gwenka guri right na guru wagati defense icaza berire turumuntu tureba Anthony Izit Karangararo wa arumuna akora saves enyuma kusinga even defense ngere ebarumba muyamba so midfield yaba impact use other wings into basakoresa na mushanju tubasakoresa na 11 that is aside ya Butebe SS kugira ngo at least obase kusinga Bukedea but wing backs is Bukedea even Charles Sword kusinga central defense
yeah, true.
Meaning that okuraba wings ntiza kubagumera because wing back ya Bukedea ishatuna nibiri bachagumera aside ya Bukedea that's why utakarebere goal aside
now Bekamu antumanya Bukedea compressive so far take asinjira umuzano nagumwe and in this tournament but everyone just goals ibiri zonka kuyabatanga kushamba talk about their solidarity on defense kugira ngo penetration yabo ateka bire ize kushanga batebira mu goals ibiri zonka in the tournament
cyo kwa champion Bukedea bine mu abazana abinji abo tukureba Bukedea compressive bine team zamane zibakuzana twine abazani abari team za Vipers bari academy za team ya Uganda Revenue Authority twine abazani nyamwinji aho kushanga ngo batire ogo mupira professional players kugira ngo hine ayibakire umupira cyo kwanja byona no basa kusanga ngo baramuno bazana na Kenya but tubakumanya ababana bari ayishomero bine clubs zibakuzanira okwenyuma you can pass them but bine that maturity ometo yaba kugira ngo at the end of it no babasa kusinga umupira
then atinde ho musigaza bamwita Cyprus actually bamwita Cyprus Juma nuwe right back wa ishomero ya Butere nuwe waleta crosses ishatu ezitwarenze basa kwanza home box ya ishomero ya Bukedea now yo Bukedea yo yakoresa midfield kusinga wings and yo Butere they are using right wing kandi erimu defender na mbibiri arikora overlaps ezikora runs ezikweta cross box tugirengu left back defender wa Bukedea akiri wiki ninga overlaps za banyingi za
ate cyo kubanza chabiona ni mbanza mbreminga namba mushanju mbreminga namba 11 cyo kwa chabiona tuamanye wing backs bar sold aba Bukedea na mbibi na nambisha to bar sold meaning that namba mushanju wa Butebe aho nabatacetara nambi 11 nabatacetara meaning that hatabine kwetara na nambibi na nambisha because baba taking over wing backs Oria aine namba mushanju aine namba 11 meaning that namba ishatu ogwe naba ine kwetara na namba zingai na namba 2 atamba bine kwetara futera crosses oria ya you know so iwe namba mushanju na namba 11 no ine kora cyo mushai
definitely you have to also back up but anyway Beckham one oreba attacking force ya 10 Bukedea comprehensive is more solid kusinga hari Butere because whatever chances basa kono creating already Bukedea bine shots on target yes na Butere bine shot on target but noreba ngo Bukedea is more advancing tugirengu okushanga ngo Butere ne shambiri umuka then Bukedea away hino kucakozinga mu performance incheho hari Bukedea turukumanya Bukedea nemwe amashomeraga inexperience mu kikopeche ya the last year mu semi-finals. Remember bakaba ari mu home ground, bakaba twari mu Uganda, but now they are in the semi-finals again and bareba kuzo mu semi-finals away. Being away in Kenya, is it affecting their performance?
Echo kwa champion no banzo bara challenges ezaba base zebana bafuna playing outside your country. Echo kwa champion no banzo gira that threat kujangu you're playing outside your country and orumno zana ishomiro asem final targeting finals and bari uwabo mukacho kwa champion bine that home advantage. So Bukedea areka aba Butere bakupassing umupira iwe bikiriza bakupassing umupira use those counter attacks. They have a deadly strikers Jonas Imwe and Simon Wanyama. They can do better ningash umupira nko kutwara goalkeeper wabo bonire echo kwa champion atebiri umugori zibiri gurinde baguteka ari penalty iwe defending a champion oba bakupassing but obwina no bwo bukora ki bwo kushara iwe no mwesiza kupassing umupira at the end of it all making a shock kugira ngo containing that midfield tuba penetrating munonga wazebera ba wing backs even angwana wingers wabazebera tuba penetrating defense yanyu barinda penalties cyo kwa champion gurekere bagure kipaza bakoro gwabo icyo kwa champion tinka rebere na ba checking agure kipa wachi wabo tebe mu checking penalties on with that
Beckham national champion wa Uganda Podweses tabase kwa narga mu group stages
of course tshigambere
and to arebaho defending champion Wempakezi Amos qualification games yabasakwa nasingwa St Mary Kitende goals 3-2 performance y'amashomero ga Uganda mu tournament age tekabonire to an extent yo kugira ngo tuyina amashomero ashatu ga Kenya agari mu semi-finals n'ishomero rumwe rya Uganda. Performance ya Uganda
of course tindaga blaming obwabire tukatore huye Rwanda no twarebera Amos iri kutwara ece chikopo that was Feassa games atukare Amos iri kutwara but maybe inza kugira ngo Rwanda amashomero tegabonire umupira because very few schools no shangangu nagamanya mpira isadi ya Rwanda but look at Kenya an example of Kenya washanga Feassa za Tanzania ninga Kenya no bano expecting at least amashomero abiri mu semi-finals kuruga umuriyezo countries so twagire Kenya expect kugira ngo hariyo kwangura icyo right now bina amashomero ashatu
mu semi-finals
meaning that twamising a this road Uganda nita chine enemido kuruga Feassa so twatugire as a finals inchimanyisa ngo twazagaruka kwatachi irindi shomero ya Kenya still that home advantage yaza ar Kenya twargo mu semi final meaning that on finals izobere ya nyincha kare twagaruka twakwata Kenya you never know echargo but surprisingly no basa kushanga ishomero ya Bukedea either they are performing kurungi because tinkusubira kugira ngo ecyababireho omezano ya Uganda mbaza kwikiriza kigarake kibabeho kandi buriya bakaba batayise ekikopo cyakora ki cyabarema right now bahirwe bakire SM finals bine squad well equipped abacho batakurete ekikopo
but good enough bichi said no girls basekwanetera step ya man munonga na kawempe moziri mna actually basekwanete ko mutindo gomani
nyabazi bakwangura 2-4-2 then bareba kwa aba there was Kawempe they won 1-0 then
to the final
to the final then to arebaho abareba kufutera Izit Njega 4-2 in fact goals tebirwe omwichomwe
yes
that was Izit na Kenya arukuteba goals zirwingana ina
now Beckham as we head to the second half tuteka ki ninga shitwindure mu kugira ngo turebe one of the schools turukufuna umuhanguzi mudakika
of course cyo kwanza byona think abasa kugira ngo either Bukedea comprehensive ba changing a squad maybe baba bine another experienced midfielder babasa kumutasyamo azakorechi akwa containing umpiro midfield ninga shibatereze inshobi zabo umu defense because bona bakirebere kugira ngo obushija kuruga umuro Butebe boys SS bina man minji no mark passing umpira babasinga passing umpira ehita bagite another midfielder ninga shiba changing formation enyuma baba batizo ba central defenders babiri inshobezo baramu bakora bagarke bite either omuntu omisho attack namba mushajina nambi 11 bona bafiri aside ya Bukedea at least batuhire yomwe to get them another defender nyuma mpaka nkahi mpaka penalty
kuka twareba hostile kagwa mu rujuraho udakika nka 25 umpira gataka kutera umungaro za goalkeeper twarebaho Anthony Karangalaro goalkeeper wa Bukedea ariko missing umpire mirundi ebiri ngukumara mu ngarabo kugira ngo nguserera isn't it going to affect second half
HHR ba goalkeeper I think yes nchukwa affecting but iwe overumberi anyway koresa use those chances to affecting uri wabo you get that you koresa those chances uri agwana gubasa kumubuka niwe abarupinga empira ba Kenya umukoze essential mu defense twakarebere either aba Kenya babonire nyuma ningana babi ompira gwenda baguzana mu midfield so use those chances counter attacks barumbe orebe obuzo bwabo in fact tunashemererwaho naba anyama hengereye barumu bakoresa those touches aho on final third barumu batera blind passes ayiba kubire maybe mbakozesa wings yes wings zifire but muhereza umupira otaho box oro kwetereza nabasa cross ingiro mpira okozesa defense shobe ohendero kozereki wabona gora Bukedea compressive kibanje masangu chao because enyama goalkeeper bonire shana defense ekore menshobe awonto basa kureba maybe
kanda aside ya
Butere tine kinyine kubagambo Butere they are sold and complete Butere are sold and complete bo ekibakuzana nabakimanya bine home advantage nabama passing umupira nco basinga almost Bukedea
according to me nindeba ngo ishomero ya Bukedea comprehensive bine kukoresa ho wings zabo and bine kuteka cyo kugira ngo bine koresa more passing than attacking bakoresa aerial balls abuko twareba defense ya Butere tubemba defenders baringwa and it is very hard kugira ngo iwo mugufu oguruke o winning aerial duels oruku battling n'abantu baringwa so you have to change the attacking technique koresa empire hansi kusinga higuru and owiro bwingi defender yari muringwa nabaru murungi ahiguru konka wamuteka hansi no shanga embera za mutambura kubi turebere examples nyamwingi defenders nyamwingi ba Premier League habuta kwa second quarter comparison kuko muteka hansi no mushisha nko bamugarra higuru kanje mbere kizibu tukareba pamete saka royijuka defender bari waseno wa muteka higuru baryo obo muterize kuko mugarra hansi
ngwayo tagire hari higuru to kumanyira
teka ngo Bukedea compressive binekoresa chance yo kugira ngo bad defenders baringwa bakoresa empire hansi then nanokoresa wings akusinga akwataka bakoresa that front line ya central attack otherwise ntekateka ku second half naza kwa muchengizi most especially nkibiri ku side ya Bukedea compressive kugira ngo twarebaho weakness y'abantu kababiri kandi ishomero rya Butere bine body contacts nyingi kusinga hari Bukedea compressive twareba bashambika bashatu mu first half bari kugwa hansi umugeri kugira ngo Butere they come rampantly shanka bakutomera ocha kugira mu injury kandi cyafiteka yes true so nitekateka changes nkibiri zakora ziteka imbere nungi as we are heading to the second half mukire nkaka zakwantu kugarra yo kandi kuriya wa commentators bitu bazikandi bakutwara omisho mu rume ruzungu no mu rumi oru kandi orunyankore bekamu prediction yawe tugaruka mu second half
of course me I expect kujangu echarashareho baza kuba zero penalties meaning that full time draw then after penalties
kare reka tugaruka mu cyeka cya kabiri kandi nza kwantu garuka muheru kongera kwantira mutoki after full time.
Of course, this is the 22nd edition of the Feassa Games that is being hosted in Kakamega country in Kenya. I was away from Busia border, and of course it's very near from Uganda. Second half begins for this semi-final as the Bukedea Comprehensive and Butere boys aim nothing than securing a win so that they can book a slot in tomorrow's final and see who they meet in the second semi-final that will be played later on after this game at the same stadium. A championship that will be remembered in the history of East Africa, and of course with many things that have been taking place. As we talk now, the Feassa International School Sports Symposium has been going on at Golf Hotel in Kenya, attracting several dignitaries from Uganda, East Africa, and the whole world. And of course, the president of ISF, International School Sports Federation, is also in Kenya at that symposium, and will soon be attending some of these games. ISF members, Federation of Africa School Sports Association members, chance for Bukedea Comprehensive, but of course Patrick Senkusu could not meet that one. A very well laid cross, but of course could not be met. Good cross from Businge Amis Stabiri, but Patrick Senkusu was out of position to just tap that one into the back of the net. Now Senkusu Patrick trying to go past his marker, back to Godfrey Sechibengo in the midfield, trying to look for who? Simon Wanyama, but the ball is taken away. Good start for Bukedea Comprehensive, but of course a chance for Butere boys to get to launch and a counter attack here. They have the chance here, trying to play in the midfield. The danger man, Bukaya. Ball taken away, and it will be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. The symposium was organized in Kenya, attracting members of the Federation of Africa School Sports, International School Sports Association, Kenya Secondary School Sports Association, officials of Burundi School Sports Association, Tanzania, Uganda, and Rwanda, all discussing for the future of school sports in East Africa. And of course, at a theme, taking football off the pitch to the football from the pitch to the economic grounds. A lot has been discussed, and if put into action, the future of East Africa school sports and the world is great. And of course, yesterday we had the Nations Night happening for the second time in the history of East Africa. The first one was held in Uganda last year when Bukedea Comprehensive and Amus College hosted the championship. And yesterday, once again, we had to showcase our talents. And of course, based on culture, schools performed different assignments, but all showcasing our culture as Africans. Now we are here for the main event, that is sport. And tomorrow, this championship will be coming to an end after 10 colorful days in Kakamega country, with a lot of finals to be played. I think 2, that is the boys football and the girls football, with others having been played today, yesterday, and on Tuesday. As told you earlier, St. Mary's Chitende are the netball champions, and of course St. Noah girls managed to become third, while Wudo SS won silver for this championship. Now Bukedea Comprehensive trying to launch an attack. John Asimwe trying to find his winger. Goalie, ball in. Patrick Senkusu. That ball doesn't fit his leg. And finally, Butere boys, they survive another time. What a game, what a second half we are having.
Matemera kunjompea gure hero. Bukedea Comprehensive, they are playing safe. Gambire, a half time, they have to play safe. Kujirambu, bakose there are moments. Konka benda kujaguba opening ngomza no gungusha kubangu bateganisa. Now it is Butere. Ta kurunjo boxa crossing kurunji. Striker Sakuva Jatumbande Cheraba crossing kurunji once again. Bukedea Matemera once again. Just number 9 for Bukedea Comprehensive. Najeza kuteka Hembera. Senkusu Patrick passing kurunji. Senkusu Patrick once again.
Patrick Senkusu forgot that ball behind
the crossing kurunji.
But of course, Butere boys here now trying to launch an attack. Then Chikwaye dribbling inside, brought down, referee says play on nothing. Ball decision from the referee, and play continues. A good ball brought in by Butere, but over the bar.
0-0.
Still 0-0. Then Chikwaye tried to go past his markers, left players down like 3, but of course was finally well tackled inside the box. A risky decision to take by a defender, but of course it had to yield out. Patrick Senkosu now, good ball, he controls very well. Now to look for his captain Godfrey Sechibengo. He goes for the box. Simon Wanyama tries to head the ball, but it's cleared away. Now Butere boys. Josmaker Duncan still with the ball, regains possession. Ball now for Bukedea Comprehensive. Segwao Dennis trying to look for a miss, but referee says there was a foul in Bukedea's defense and will be brought back to be started quickly, started by Bukedea Comprehensive. Now in the midfield, trying to find John Asimwe, very good midfielder playing for Express FC in the Uganda Premier League. He brings in experience in these games. Now Butere boys with a chance on the right wing, trying to deliver a good cross, delivered in, cleared away by Bukedea Comprehensive. It was a nice cross from Juma Silas. Now trying to find Ami Stabiri on the left wing, trying to leave his marker down, has a chance inside the box, continues, referee says it will be a corner kick for Bukedea Comprehensive.
Tureba Professor kurejera chimwe Bukedea Comprehensive rajati sagazi mbenda kumuiha mutuma.
Very passionate director about school sports, about football. Of course he's here to cheer the boys. A corner kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Well delivered in by Jonas Simwe. Goalkeeper calculates that one very well and starts it quickly to who? That is Silas Juma on the right wing for Butere boys. Tries to find Dennis, but the referee says it will be a goal kick. A good header. Of course it was intended to meet Silas Juma again, but of course it had to go out for a goal kick. Bukungu International Stadium is still under construction, and of course hopefully by the time we return to Kenya it will be a more improved facility. Now a chance, referee says it's offside, but of course the referee's flag had already gone up for an offside, but he had to try his luck, though the ball again went out, and to be a free kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Quickly started Jonas Simo in the midfield. Outmatched, ball goes out for a throw in. He starts it very quick. A good pass, Wanyama Simon. The defender plays safe fast, and of course it will be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive again. Mr. Bidi wants to start it. He throws it to Jonas Simwe. Back to Mr. Bidi. This is not a good pass. Dribbles. There's a big one.
What a
oh no. He had a very wide range of opportunities, but he had to go for a long cross. A playback pass would have created a totally different story for these games. Kenyans coming in big numbers to support their teams, waiting to see who they will be supporting most in the second semi-final that is coming up at 3 p.m. where both teams are Kenyans. Now Bukedea Comprehensive, a good goes for a good playback pass to find Godfrey Sechibengo, but the defense quickly deals with it. Godfrey Sechibengo, the captain. There is a very good cross, but of course cleared away by Butere boys. Bukedea Comprehensive is still unbeaten in this year's championship. Good for Sechibengo down here. Good play from Sewagude Dennis. He meets that ball and launches an attack, but the ball goes out for a throw in. Dennis Sewagude, the left back for Bukedea Comprehensive, has been very solid in today's game. And of course helping them both in front and coming back to defend in numbers. Godfrey Sechibengo now with the ball. Dribbles pass one, brought down. Referee says it will be a free kick. Free kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. John Asimwe starts it very well. And it will be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. John Asimwe. Back to Dennis Sewagude. Very good left back. Crosses in a very good cross. Play back for Godfrey Sechibengo. Goes very good shot. Blocked and cleared away by Butere boys. Good play from Simon Wanyama. Uses his every part of the body. This time he went for the chest control and laid a very good pass to Godfrey Sechibengo, whose shot was later blocked. Now Dennis Sewagude, rather it was a misstability. Now Butere boys. Referee says it will be a free kick. Free kick in a very dangerous position. Zero. Any threat for Bukedea Comprehensive in that free kick?
Keeper aside ya Bukedea Comprehensive at least abanze kuteka omutindo murungi na emere njeche semako mutawakware. So I think the only way Butere can score that is when a mistake happens. Tabireho uzubwamani, I'm sure it will be cleared. 0-0 to the Takabiri Chomzanogu. It's a free kick for Butere. It's a free kick.
A good chance for Butere. Goes for a very long shot, but out for a goal kick.
I told you.
Butere boys.
And by all means, I nakuba nareba kurunja Mzanogwe. 0-0.
If at all the second 40 minutes end as how it is, or in any other level score, we'll be heading direct into the penalty shootouts to make sure that one proceeds to the final and another one will be in for the third place playoff that will also be played tomorrow. Jonas Simwe, Mr. Bedina with the ball, trying to dodge his markers, back in the midfield. A good pass to find Sekoso Patrick, but of course the referee's flag had already gone up for an offside, and referee says it will be okay. Gives an advantage and a free kick for a goal kick for Butere. No time to waste for both sides. They are trying to show you the urgency all teams are playing with. They need to get that one goal. And of course for games like this are not decided by 3 or 4 goals, but only one. A chance for Butere boys. Good cross sliding by Silas Juma, and of course Jafred Bukaiya's header goes over the bar. The speed of the game rising each and every minute. Attack after another attack. But of course both defense still standing tall. 0-0. They have a throw in. Bukedea Comprehensive. Player down, referees play on. Bukedea Comprehensive still with the ball. Laid in a very good pass in the defense. Blocked out and cleared away. Goalkeeper Anthony Kalangalalo comes to the rescue for Bukedea Comprehensive. Otherwise the ball was using a very slow speed to reach him, and that could cost you on any day. Sechivengo heads the ball, miss. Simon Wanyama now lays a good pass to find Amis Tabir. Very good winger crosses in a very good pass. Chance, but Godfrey Sechivengo's shot goes inches wide.
What a miss. Oh my God.
Reckless defending by Butere boys.
What a miss.
They allow the ball to come in very easily like that.
The supporters,
the fans,
they are saying the technical bench ya Butere ngubakore substitution because they feel,
and of course
pressure is too much on them. Because they are compressive, they are trying to play some good football. Omuchweka cha kabiri bijana man mingi.
A change is made.
Zero zero.
Good play from Bukedea Comprehensive. Now Amis Tabiri lays in a very good cross. Senkusu Patrick, cut back, deflected away, and a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. Quick turn of things for Bukedea Comprehensive here. Godfrey Sechivengo, Patrick Senkusu, and Amiri Tabis looking very alive in this game, laying in very good crosses and passes to make sure they cause threat or danger to Butere boys. And of course, on any other day that would have gone in. Godfrey Sechivengo very unlucky that his shot was blocked. But of course, nice interplay from Simon Wanyama, Patrick Senkusu, Amis Tabiri, and Godfrey Sechivengo up front, looking to alive in the second half of this game. And of course, they had to change in a very little things to make sure they take the lead here. Butere boys, a cutback, cross, cleared away by Bukedea Comprehensive. Ball not far, still Bukedea now. A quick turn of events in this game. Events unfolding every minute, chance after chance. And of course, this got to be entertaining. With the 30 minutes left to play, you think we are still witnessing a lot. Throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive.
0-0. Tulio mchweka cha kabiri chomzano ogu.
A two improved side for Bukedea Comprehensive in this game.
Bukedea mzano yagwe garuza, they are replaying some good football. Keeper funa kurunja side ya Butere High School. Daniel Mushakawe teka mpira mringwa metwe batomera kurunja ba Bukedea Comprehensive. Twe once again clearing a kurunja out of danger. Now it is just 5 Bukedea Comprehensive.
Chiruza Glory trying to dominate that midfield with his physique and energy. He has dominated it for Bukedea Comprehensive. Jonas Sime brought down, and referee says it will be a free kick. Crowd seems unsatisfied with the referee's decision, but of course he's the final man, and that will stand. A free kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Quickly started. Jonas Simwe. Oh, good cross and a chance laid in, but of course cleared away by Butere boys. Now they have the ball in the midfield, trying to launch it and attack through the right wing. A good pass, and we're going to end a corner kick for Butere boys. They have the home advantage, the home support. They have come in big numbers, and of course they are cheering on their boys. One of the Kenyans giants, Butere boys, taking on Uganda's Rising Stars, Bukedea Comprehensive. have told you this is their second time participating in this championship. And of course, all the 2 times they have appeared on this stage, they have made it to the semi-finals. The first was last year when they hosted this championship, co-hosting with Amos College, who are the defending champions but already out of this championship after Nalek exit in the group stages. Butere boys, discipline for excellence is their slogan. Goal kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. We are here to witness the discipline and excellence from this team. And of course, far so good, displaying high discipline when it comes to defending. And of course, they got a very little work to do. Just Bishop at that front line, they will break the deadlock. Another chance for Bukedea Comprehensive. Amis Tabiri looking for who to play with. Outmatched by Butere boys, and it will be a free kick. Tabiri Amis has been very alive since the game started. In that wing, Jonas Simo in the midfield now, trying to look. Tabiri Amis now, just behind the box, a good cross, header, cleared away by Butere boys.
What a clearance!
What a chance for Bukedea Comprehensive.
Oh my God!
Simon Wanyama with a very good header, the striker's header. But of course, Butere boys, they have survived a lot in this second half. Jonas Simo in the midfield now. Godfrey Sechibengo in the midfield trying to look for Patrick Senkoso. Controls it on the right wing for Bukedea Comprehensive. Tries to look for Godfrey Sechibengo. Sechibengo now. Controls Patrick Senkoso. A good shot. But
Keeper saves. Oh my
too
God!
good for the too easy for the goalkeeper. Butere boys have got to do a lot of the work. Bukedea Comprehensive looking too sharp in this second half. And of course, in any attack.
But Wycliffe, Bukedea being a goal because they are missing a lot of chances. And Nchija kubashasha mnonga when Butere finds one chance and scores that goal.
And of course, they have to do that. They have to find a goal to ease their score. But of course, keeping trying is what they are doing now. And of course, anytime if they get that one opportunity, they might break the deadlock. They put that ball away, trying to look for Patrick Senkusu, but not found. And of course, it will be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. Referee says there will be a substitute or change. Substitution for Butere boys.
Their striker.
Their sharp striker, Jafred Bukaya. Oh, there might be a change. And of course, the referee there is still something going on with the cross-checking. And of course, play will continue. That sub will have to wait for another time. Jafred Bukaya has another minute, another opportunity to prove his worth. Simon Wanyama now. The ball is taken away by Butere boys. Butere boys, good cross. Bukaya. And referee says it will be a free kick. The way he pointed to the spot, you might have thought it was a penalty, but it was a free kick.
The handball.
A handball by Jaffred Bukedea, and finally he's withdrawn from the pitch. Zero. Wanyama Simon controlling it for Godfrey Sechibengo. Now Jonas Simwe in the midfield trying to find his, that is Chiruza Glory. Godfrey Sechibengo, Patrick Senkusu trying to make those 1-2 passes back to who? It's Mubiru Emmanuel. Good cross delivered in to the back of the net.
Oh my God!
What a chance! What a goal
It's
for
a wrong
Bukedea
goal.
Comprehensive.
Poor communication. Poor communication.
They have to celebrate more. The goalkeeper has moved out of his line.
Oh my
But of
God.
course, poor
Oh my
communication
God.
from the defender
You can
and the
see
goalkeeper.
The dances.
A nice cross delivered in by Emmanuel Mubiru. Only
God.
for the defender.
If this game ends like this, Tinkuma defender Haraze, it will live to hunt him.
What a goal for Bukedea Comprehensive. They have
are down.
needed this. They have looked for this for a long time, and they have worked for it. 1-0. Bukedea Comprehensive takes the lead against one of their hosts, Butere boys. Nice interplay from Jonas Simwe. Godfrey Sechibengo with a very good pass to find Emmanuel Mubiru, who swings in a very good cross, and the defender connects himself a very good goal. 1-0. Now Butere trying to look for a quick response. Ball cleared away by Butere, by Bukedea Comprehensive. They have got to look for this. Corner kick for Butere boys. Corner kick for Butere boys. Trying to look for that quick equalizer and level terms here, and maybe to look for that second goal, or at least send the game into the penalty shootouts. Bukedea Comprehensive on verge of reaching their first ever Federation of East Africa School Sports Association Games final.
Goal kick.
It will be a goal kick, but the way the referee points to his decisions is very scary for someone who hasn't assessed the situation.
Defender wa
What a chance for Bukedea.
defender wa Butere. This Chibasa Kugumao Magarage, if this game ends like this,
It will be something that he may not forget in front of thousands Kenyans who are watching this, and of course with very high hopes. Now Patrick Senkusu try to enter that box. There is a very good pass. Simon Wanyama misses it. Amistabiri. Now Godfrey Sechibengo inside the box. Goes for a long shot. Saved by the goalkeeper. Bukedea Comprehensive looking for that second goal, and of course that one will mean a lot to them. It will be game done for Butere boys, who are also looking too lively. But a lot has been done by this Bukedea Comprehensive front line, and they have got to be appreciated. Simon Wanyama, the way he controls his balls back to the midfielders, especially Godfrey Sechibengo. But of course, Jonas Simwe in that defensive midfield, holding all the midfielders not moving. Then looking at Senku Patrick on the right wing, and then Amistabiri in the other left wing. Very good players, skillful, faster, and of course, decision makers. Very decisive on what to do next.
corner kick.
Corner kick for Butere boys, trying to look for an equalizer. Bukedea Comprehensive takes that ball away, and to be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. Sumaku Mujawakari becoming very passionate here, and of course that's passion. Godfrey Sechibengo heads the ball, but back to the midfield, cleared away by Butere. Now Glory in the midfield, Jonas Simwe with a very good pass to find Amistabiri. Blocks, and it will be a throw in for Bukedea Comprehensive. They will take their time to bring this one in. At least they have an advantage of 1 goal up.
Professor aside ya Bukedea Comprehensive hati ya bakochi takushita mahansi.
I've liked these two officials of these schools. One is Honorable Patrick Ishagi, yes, of Amus College, and now Professor
Bukedea is owned by the Right Honorable Speaker of the Parliament.
Talking about Professor and Honorable, every time things change, you find them on the touchline. No matter the game, you find them on the touchline, you find them giving instructions. But another chance for Bukedea Comprehensive, a shot delivered in, but will be a corner kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. Just a few minutes ago, have been talking about the wings of Bukedea Comprehensive,
playing some good football.
These two boys, Patrick Senkusu and Businge Amir, have played very well in these two wings, and of course a big threat for them. They have changed a lot in the second half. At first we thought they have sat behind to wait for what clear comes behind, and then they use the counter-attack tactic, but second half they have changed, and it's that team that you think has, if you didn't watch the first half, you may think it has been a good side from the start. But at first, maybe they had to first sit behind and watch what the opponent was playing. And in the second half, they had to also change their tactics and attack the opponent like this. But of course, in a game where you are away and with this crowd for the home side, they had to first give them what you may think could be respect. A good shot coming in, but too easy for the goalkeeper. And of course, he has no time to waste. He has to find, Butere has to find an equalizer as early as possible to make sure that they are still in this game.
Bukedea Comprehensive bakosa left wing, just 7. Too good. It's too good.
Amis Tabiri Businge has been a very good player from the start. And of course, his coordination with Godfrey Sechibengo is in the midfield. Jonas Simwe.
The best throw in. Ogokushuka side ya Bukedea Comprehensive. Just number 8.
Long ball, Patrick Senkusu there. Defender heads. Goalkeeper picks that one very well. He starts it quickly in the midfield. Simon Wanyama looking somehow tired. But of course, it will be a goal kick for Butere boys. Balls coming on the pitch in numbers. And of course, that's what it means by being home. To make sure that no time is wasted. And Butere to be back in this game. A good header from Simon Wanyama again. But of course, Patrick Senkusu could not find that one. Derek Kamau couldn't find that ball. Patrick Senkusu leaves the ball for the right back. Emmanuel Muwiru. Remember the cross he delivered in, and that's the difference in this game. He delivered in a very good cross, and the defender had to tap that ball in his own net.
Butere bayomba kuteka hembera.
Felix Ocheng, the defender, donning in shirt number 15. He's the one who tapped that ball inside the back of the net. He's here looking for that equalizer, but the ball cleared away. Who is in for the rebound? But the ball goes still on and controls for the opponent. There is a tag here. He says it will be a free kick and a yellow card out. Businge Amistabiri, on any day when you leave him to go like that, you will find him in the corner celebrating the second goal. Very quick player, faster and of course decisive. Poor control from the defender.
It was a Euro final. We saw Jorginho putting Saka, not giving him that.
Sechivengo with a chance!
Oh my God.
But the ball is blocked away again. Oh my God! This is the third time Godfrey Sechivengo's shot is being blocked. Unlucky today. Those are the goals that defines him wherever he is. Let it be in the league. Still 1-0 in favor of Bukedea Comprehensive. Now Simon Wanyama on the wing. Tries to find who? Jonas Simo in the midfield. Back to Amistabiri. Goes for a long shot. Teachers wide. Goal kick for Butere boys. We have got a lot of minutes to enjoy here. Both teams attacking. Bukedea Comprehensive looking like they are still hungry for more. I think it's the team down, but of course Butere boys also. Oh, referee says it will be a throw in for Butere. The first assistant referee had said it's for Bukedea Comprehensive. The center referee and of course the final man says it will be for Butere boys. A free kick. Captain Godfrey Sechivengo brings down Cosmeka Duncan. Ball started quickly in. Cosmeka Duncan with a very good cross. A header not met. And of course, Amistabiri. Good pass now to find who? Glory. His pass is now taken away. Blind pass in the midfield. Chance for Butere boys. Trying to look for who to take that shot. Good shot. Over the bar. Goal kick for Bukedea Comprehensive. The two have given us a nice show. But of course, both teams are having a run for their money.
Now, Bukedea Comprehensive, Bariomba teka ball players. Someone that can hold the ball for some good time. Now, Mohozi, Bariomba mtebe kanisa kubasa kuba nbamureta umchai. Because Butere High School, by regaining a position now, Bukedea, what it needs is someone who can hold the ball. 1-0 in favor of Bukedea Comprehensive.
Goalkeeper Anthony Kalangalalo picks his ball very easily and he goes for a long shot. A header by the defender, but of course the goalkeeper was very fast. If not calculated well, if that ball bounces with his height, he would have found it in the back of the net. Anthony Kalangalalo with his technique of drop ball. Mr. Bidi. There will be a change for Bukedea Comprehensive. Patrick Senkusu is withdrawn from the pitch. We are yet to see who comes in for him in the right wing, or maybe going for another. Well, the coach has changed his formation now, going for 2 defensive midfielders as Charles Luanga comes in for Patrick Senkusu. With few minutes left to play, Bukedea Comprehensive has withdrawn an attacker and brought in a defensive midfielder to make sure that they hold the 1-0 win they have at least, and they qualify for the final for the first time. Uganda's only hope is in Bukedea Comprehensive after the 3 other sides were knocked out from the group stages. Record holder St. Mary's Chitende, defending champions Amus College, and Ugandan champions Wudo SS. Oh, what is the defender doing? Lack of concentration
and poor communication.
And it will be a corner kick for Bukedea Comprehensive.
Corner. Corner for Bukedea Comprehensive. Justin.
Still 1-0. A good cross. Header. Out for a goal kick. Butere boys now try. Oh, it's okay. Still 1-0. Bukedea Comprehensive in a slim lead. And of course that will be very enough for them to make it to the final, if at all they can hold on to it until the 80th minute mark. 40 minutes are being played for this championship in the boys category.
Bukedea Comprehensive kurija chimwe mu Uganda ilioneta omutindo murungi. If things stay how they are, peril still peril bus, Uganda neza kuba ndefuna ishemerera jwechere aruzana orwa final.
Bukedea Comprehensive now in the midfield. Godfrey Sechibengo opens up, dribbles past one, shot with his left, but goes out for a goal kick. The fans are cheering on the other 2 teams that are entering the pitch, and soon they will be going for warm-ups before we head for another semi-final between Musingu High School, last year's bronze winners, and St. Joseph's Chitale. Now Bukedea Comprehensive with a chance to double their lead. Amis Tabiri, Godfrey Sechibengo looking for his left leg, controls the ball. Amis Tabiri back in the midfield now. He will go for who? Jonas Simwe, also looking for his left. A good chance. The goalkeeper picks that ball very easily, and he goes for a long ball, looking for that equalizer. Butere boys.
It's a game down. Bukedea.
Referee says
full time.
80 minutes are done. They go into the history books. Others can't believe it. Others erupt in joy as Uganda's only hope, Bukedea Comprehensive, makes it to the first ever final of the Feassa Games here in Kakamega. They await who qualifies between St. Joseph's Chitale.
Eri qualifying kuzamza nuko kamarizo for the first time on behalf of you Bishomero.
In fact bazana ompira munonyo mnongo ko kutwatwachigambire kugira ngo maybe second half tubasa kureba mu challenge, another challenge kugira ngo at least bazane kurunja umupira, but I had expected a draw, and even Bukedea bakuzana umupira murunja mnongo mu second half because challenges babazirebire obuto bababurebire, and I expected coaches kureactinga ahari yo gumupira maybe bakahinda challenges babazirebire obuto bababurebire, and I expected coaches kureactinga ahari yo gumupira maybe bakahinda hinduramu and ekitwareba bakubona goal ejompaho iyo buhanguzi yadi yaba their own goal, but bazana umupira mu njye mnongo ecyo bakora first half cyo kiza second half. The other score of Butere eche baba tuherize tucho batuhereza second half so Bukedea bakorisa that chance kugira ngo at least gwabare muri second half abo hashita kubatera yade natakusubira gore ryo kunywa narebaho miscommunication between the goalkeeper and the defender we defender yana asubira kugira ngo umupira rumnavuteka hero batiya muzere bya
twarebaho kandi babigarra hanuye ari akabikora yabendera Beckham narebaho changes namunonga tactical kind of play hachai because first half twareba Bukedea yashambe in that respect kugira ngo the attacking force itakorga mu wings but one regora yarga mu wing cross iri kurga mu wing iri kwizo box kwasa kwa niba deflected kazo mu katimba tugire ngo yaba enshambire in respect yo kugira ngo yetinire ninga yabasa kureba enshamba yabariya then ebone reacting mu cheka cya kabiri
ejo kwanza byona midfield ya Bukedea first half baba totally down because baje penetrating echerenga and wings abazitakora bari basubira ngo midfield no yo maybe best way kurabamo wings tabazikoresa and second half twareba wings is Bukedea comprehensive nizo zasinga okora and even midfield aba midfielders aba Bukedea ba holdinga that midfield ba hamera midfield no twareba wings zero muno zikora wing number 7 wing number 11 in fact credit ni ngereza winga nambi 11 engero yakwata mu defense akagirika bari busy nawaza kureba crosses ayizizira none usubira ngo yaraba omunamba mushanju emunero ndi 11 emunero ndanamba 9 nambi 10 naza kufitera tapin namba 8 yayesikire even naza kongera so ncho twarebera even angona defender arukora mu agenshobe kuja goalkeeper obona atambura reka ngo pressing yacyuso mpira naguteka
njo nagambira anti cheka cyo kubanza twareba Bukedea iri kugeza koresa ikintu cyo koresa center forwards bonka batakorise wing ba wingers but second half twareba second bachinduramo and nani gambera ha shunga zo kugira ngo binekoresa mpira iri kuretwa hansi kusingera kuretwa higuru na wano reba cross yetari gwagutara mpira gwa higuru gwankwitaka oguru kugira ngo kiriya ringe nagora hiyaza kubane kwatira katimba and nandika ngo still twantureba ho performance ya Bukedea comprehensive to an expectation yo kugira ngo baza kufuna goal yetaruho they were playing attacking konka rukureba ngo the way they are attacking okay bahindura mu format because bashamba touches bashambeza Barcelona norengo attacking 1-on-1 runs bakora nyingi but expectation no kumanya ngo either it will come as an error ningashi a set piece either you get a penalty kugira ngo habo foul ningashi free kick waji kurusinga gwa kwataka timba ningashi kona twareta then twatomera gwa kwataka timba but they got that goal kuba funa goal bafuna confidence kushaka basa kwa no commenting yes no kimanya ngoremo is enough kucheka cha kabiri you have to defend your ball and na changes zizamuheraho kushanga ngo ataka twamuhayo twareta defensive midfielder kwasa kwa na agiri cha holding nyine tugamba performance y'umusigazo gwa kwitanka sechibengo the captain
of course sechibengo cyakura umurimo gwiye gwenka no gumara even awaza kureba o midfield engero ba containing am those midfielders ariho namba mukago yanakozesa me in fact I liked number 6 kusinga sechibengo cyo kwancha byona yanama ku breaking the game he was good at breaking even no good distributing a passes kujya ninkwato mupira ni manya ayinda gute nimbasa kubiha no gere imekumurasha ume kwerunda namba 7 umpira passing ngo muwingi namba 11 then namba 11 yanama kuswitchinga na wanyama even they had a striker anabamweta asimwe John Simwe so bana bamanya that coordination maybe nko kubata irina bachikoro mu training even cyo twareba second half in fact echa in the game akushanga ngo Bukedea abarga basinga ogumuzano maybe they deserved the win kuna ni nsubira kugira ngo nabaza on penalties Bukedea yine kusinga natakusubira kugira ngo really amashomera 3
ga Kenya tinayo semi-final endijo hagati y'amashomera abiri rw'umuhangano rumwe rya Kenya nugira ngo kwemanya
Saint Joseph's bona nebemanya urasinga mani naza kuraba aze a final but nyo kinkushaba ni nyenda the biggest team kurga umuriyezo Saint Joseph's na Musingu but probably ni nyenda Musingu musingu ekwasire Amos yamutera 2-1 remember nubo defending champions aba Amos bakakitwara umuruhuye Rwanda bamutera 2-1 ati nyenda musingu afaino tumurenge na Bukedea noha urasinga man aho ntubana tutamininga man gihanga.
Bukedea is there for the first time.
For the first time, yes, it might be their first time, but amane binegahi. What are you building? Enyuma futera step kushika on Feassa games is iwe obuildingire which.
By the way, ikimombe ndebya nshemeza no kushanga ngo tukore kompirogwe our deputy rather our right honorable speaker Nwe director w'ishomero ya Bukedea Comprehensive was also watching and she had to celebrate kugira ngo ishomero ya second za muzana wakamarizo
now to the world
of course ngaburijo now Beckham turebe semifinal ya kabiri kwera second etambura kwera atambure tomorrow tuneyo finals definitely ababishiki n'ababozo. Remember semifinal ya kabiri neza kwa negendo misha cyincho kimwe and we have to see it ari kugendo misho na mnonga hagati y'amashomero agabiri kurwo mu ihangire ya Kenya then na tukabasa kwa turebe Bukedea eri abase kwa meeting now tureba performance y'ishomero rya Bukedea ryabase kwa neza finals ya reflecting akishani ki representation ya Uganda mu games za East Africa
ejo kwanchona batereza muraro inko kumbire nakigambire njukaho arosho yitwakoze nakujyana surprisingly bodo SS bakatware chikopo but nduza kuba surprised bataka even na quarter finals ninga semi finals nduza kuba surprised harige ishomero ryo takusubira retware even nangwana n'ekikopo cyo kubancha byona cyaturiza muraro washanga ishomero Amos defending champions ba Feassa babatiri bashora
bamarumwa
aho tubentu yisiga omwihanga aba budo babatera bashora kitende amashanyarazi in fact the record holders bashohwiti
bamarumwa gatano
aho Bukedea Comprehensive
bamarumwa nywa gatano
echo nkane cyane cyamana kugira ngo in fact bateka record ushanga ngo obwahati ya ihanga rumundi reba Bukedea Comprehensive ngaba kusinga kuzana umupira and right now want to ma ishomero kuzana jo mpira tinka tora budo kugira ngo batwire cyo chikopo
tokutwara kitende
tinka tora kitende
reason
echo kwa champion at right now want to ranking amashomero defending East Africa
yes,
East Africa wise performance okuzurota Bukedea right now ni kiraza kitende
but we saw budo eri performinga kurungi omwanuka games kuri muri Algeria tukarebaho budo ni mu mashomero gasakanga tucekera and baka performinga je
performance bakagita since then ekaguma Algeria
but even na Bukedea Comprehensive the investment eri kuri muri Bukedea ahishomero rye nkariyo facilities zibineyo ebishaye bineyo really they should be even better than this
by the way batatuire chikopo mbaba temura mbaba hemuriyanga
anyway shonga
kugira ngo bine kutwara ekikopo even nangwana no ku reflecting echan chiyanga even no kuba echo kureberaho ekiyanga because ishomero neryo ria speaker
hey
right honorable Anita Monk and in fact nsima obuhereza kushanga ngo in fact ece kintu kiboniye kushanga ngo wana ogamba ebyo gwegese nebyemizano oyemerirota right now ni speaker noye mbire buri cyumu so ebyo bwegese ayemerirata ebyemizano ayemerirata cyo kandi cyane kironja hihanga
okay turinzire semifinal ya kabiri and tsakuba tureba amashomero y'urwo mu ihangire ya Kenya that is the Scorpions aba musingu versus St Joseph's kuri mu ihanga style ya Kenya uko mu kibuga Kakamega kusakanda batereza semifinal ya kabiri tukasokanda tumanya noha arabase kwa na Egita ayishomero ya Bukedea ahamuzano ogwa kamaririzo nza kuba ntwara akireka cyo turege yokwe twase kwa ntwatwaraho kimwe kandi omakura gebemizano of course aganu gagendo misho nkabutosha kurga mwenda kuzikumi eshayigine kukiho aba betpaka and indeed inshunga zo zitambara kurunje mnonga ramnonga omucyeke mizano indeed turebaho kabutosha kutwahereza predictions z'imizano and tureba zikurga zikabasa kwaniza ba kurunji and ndebereho yesterday munywano wanje abamweta Joshua tuhamire abasikana ngira ati Jose bet package shananyize nanyu really n'umuntu ayisimba kwa n'imperezo bujuriza kuko ba asibire nitwe kandi asakwa nahangura
icyo n'kintu kirunye mnonga tinagambere no wabe najya towangurira nje kugati ngubaka kayagitika no biro bw'inyo umuntu kwakwangura ati izo niziba zaziriyezeye aro man aro story nabe nindeba umushija ngo akanasha yajya atkunimpirwa nkatotori mitwari 10 ati ngako atarahanga muhiza cyumwe cyikumi aho nota kuya umutwaro nuko yabe nagenda yatorotore mitwaro mwende hajya aturahanga no mugeza siyaheze so echo tachizuka so yahangwire nabone cyankoze remimbi yajati
so naba betpaka kano kutisesha igikorwa mwenda kuzikumi omusheshe mizaro of course takasa kwa noyibwa kubasa kwa noba omwe a family ya betpaka ukasiba nitwe enshonga zikabasa kwa nizitambura kurungi orukora akasente umubwire nkobu izoberi twasokwa tureba Senegal bari kuhika omuyihangirite ya Uganda bari kuza kandi betegura umuzando gwinde kwa bashamba kosha nchakare that is izorwa mukaga omu quarter final ezempaka iza CHAN for the first time kwasa kwa tureba ihangirite ya Uganda bari kuritana na nihangirite ya Senegal omu quarter final zempakes Senegal tugirebe nkai na Uganda
Senegal na Uganda umupira insubira ichamani nchaka nizo ruru wa gatanu ntuza kuba twamanyire inkambi ya Senegal yemeri leta kuba traininga nabazana cyabatunga injury Uganda Cranes kuba traininga omwazo gukwetebekanza eruru wa mukaga nabazana cyabatunga injury noine kubanza wa expecting those training sessions orebe mu some injuries izabamo because unoza kushanga key player yabana injury mu training even tukatwarebera the other incident etwarebera jo uri mutakobwa akuja ngutaratandika at the end of it tukareba yatandika bato bakashika bashobora era kuja ngo type injury line up akakuranisha so at the end of it tukareba bagara mu mutakobwa so nabasa kuba mu those errors and changes maybe oshangengu hinabazana barwara mu training but echena arebaho turarebe vibe izobero rwa mukaga tindare vibe anarebaho umuchaniro ko organizing committee yarga yabaninga abo abahagizi abakuba bine offensive messages arja says
mention ikabeka mako zimwe nizikora
yes ni munonga but abenji babe baberebire kushanga umuntu nataha umukisayi avoid poor women
karatu wataka kuzirete examples
I'm bringing example but etine man so imbasa okozesa example nkeje ushanga maybe ushanga mwebazire simanye manyo ne kore iki you get like that so those offensive messages abinje babyanga za I miss this I do this but in making chomwe echinkunzira these messages the power of messaging in football assume ngo you are using that to promote our tourism kuja wataho munambore washanga ngo buri muntu wena maybe azuirenka visit Queen Elizabeth National Park we are promoting tourism eyihanga kusinga okuzachi
by the way Beckham
baraba in other
on the same note yesterday tungira report kurga achai Entebbe irikoreka ngo ever since this airport was built tutaka reboga airport iri registeringa ins and outs zikuhika izeba second registering umkwezi kwa mshanje no kwezi kwa mwana night base kwantandikira impakezi
maybe ninkabwa habwa CHAN
so why can't we use that same thing okuhandika message is so development and directive kora kwanza either byemizano okutwarebereho actually tuyizukaho ubwiro bwagire nyumaho United kandi struggling kutunga striker and Uganda ekande shamba mu World Cup qualifiers hakiharuma izo wizira shine ambore akwasire it was like a banner atireho Manchester United by Dennis Omedi
true attention ingam okay we like that
one at least send message to somewhere and it is a message maybe
izozi Aranokero is the best player in CHAN
that is
full
good.
stop urachirebe naza kubanza yibuze who is Aranokero
already top scorer goals 3 mukazona neza penalty
taine munane penalty goal ambata nawe top scorer into mubara because babasa kweza penalty ikoreme nko kuyamuremere maybe agent jibarabata nayo itusure penalty it was just a rebound
Senegal basakandi begaranje mu Rembo Kampala kwasakandi bayitebekanisiza umuzano gubara na Uganda and nza kwantureba umusigazi Hirani Mukundane atakurebekaho umuzano go it is quite devastating abo kugira kafana yellow cards
of course no broya man
and nza kwandureba mu changes zirabe mu defense
and no broya man and first match nkabagambiraho haro match yi Algeria was it Algeria yatire goals zirwingana ishatu umurubusha nyonka braminga mostly defense lacking leadership kujangu kuruno jangu twabetine hirare mukundane the way he's good in aerial balls ninsubira kujangu tukantuza kuraje ayanga area Algeria because na yaba air defense inecho kushanga ngo iyo nkomuntu inecho gita no basobutazana mupira but there is a way how you arrange defense an example